almost 20 years, you patiently walked beside me, teaching me, correcting me, preparing me for a future I could not yet understand. I was stubborn, I questioned you, I resisted you, I argued with you. Yet every time I asked, Jesus, why do you care so much? Why won't you leave me alone? You simply smiled and quietly said, one day you would understand. I understand now. Every correction was love, every surrender was freedom, every act of obedience was preparing me for the destiny Papa had already written for me. You never stopped believing in me when I couldn't believe in myself. Jesus, you were right, I understand now. You taught me to honor Ben, to trust you, to obey your voice, to surrender even when nothing made sense. I called you Daddy because that's exactly who you became to me. More than my savior, more than my friend. You became the father who patiently raised me. You kept shaping me, stretching me, patiently teaching me to become less like myself and more like you. At the time I couldn't understand why you were so determined to change me. Now I know you were preparing me for something far greater than I could ever imagine. For years you gently told me, learn to hear my voice for yourself. But I always answered, I already hear you through Ben. I never realized that while you were speaking through him, you were quietly preparing me to hear you for myself. Then one day everything changed. The voice I depended on fell silent. Only then did I realize you had been preparing me to hear yours all along. You never wanted me to depend on another person's relationship with you, not even Ben's. You wanted me to know you, to hear you, to walk with you for myself. Now our conversations flow like a river of living water. Then came the day my world collapsed. The future Ben and I had spent years dreaming about was gone. I remembered every promise you had spoken, yet nothing made sense. I was angry, broken, confused, yet somehow I couldn't walk away, because by then you had become too much my daddy. Then slowly you healed me, not all at once, one conversation at a time, one whisper at a time, one surrender at a time. Every book I now write, every song I now sing, every conversation I now have with heaven is the fruit of your patience. Then one day I finally understood what you had been doing. All those years you weren't only prepared preparing me to become a faithful wife. You were preparing me to become Papa's bride, Daddy. You were right, I understand now. You always said one day you would understand, Daddy. You were right, now I understand. Because every road you led me down brought me closer to your heart. And that was always the destination.